Hey guys, Kelsey Weeby from Rediscover You here, and I don't know if you can tell, I know the lighting's a little bit weird. It is about 5:30 or 5:45 here, and I just thought that this would be the perfect time to reach out and talk to you about how to feel more in control or how to prevent late night overeating or those late night cravings and snackings where you just feel like there's like something just pulling you into the fridge or into the freezer for ice cream, or just you have to have something sweet, and unfortunately you feel like if you have one cookie, it's just all of a sudden you have one cookie, then you have to have the whole bag, right? And so I'm here to help you out with that, because that used to be me. If that's been you, if you've ever struggled with that, especially at night, then I want to give you my top 3 tips to really help you, and there's a little bonus tip as well to help you figure out how to combat this problem. So number 1, first and foremost, eat enough during the day. I know this seems counterintuitive or obvious or whatever it is, but a lot of times what ends up happening, especially if we have a pattern of overeating at night, then we tend to try to subconsciously or consciously make up for it the next day, right? We either over exercise, or we skip breakfast, or we intermittent fast, or we really restrict our food, or we try and cut back all the calories because we ate so much the night before. And I understand, especially if you're waking up feeling bloated or like in a food coma, or just feeling just really down on yourself. I understand, but unfortunately what this does is it's like a pendulum, all right? And your body, when it feels restricted, when it wants to keep you from starving, okay? And so if you get to a place that you're not honoring those gentle hunger cues, just when you're gently starting to feel hungry, then your body, when it starts feeling famished, then it's going to tell you, I don't care anymore. I don't care what you're eating. I don't care if it's healthy. I don't care if you're eating slow. I just want food, and I want it right freaking now, right? And so that's what ends up happening. So I really want you to focus on how can you have balanced meals that you leave feeling warm belly satisfied, that you leave knowing that you had a meal, right? Something that's going to keep you satiated for up to 3 to 4 hours. That's what we're looking for. And that way you're having regular meals throughout the day with protein, fiber, and fat, things that are going to keep you satiated throughout the day. And then when you do come home and it is in the evening, I promise you, it's the most shocking thing. I wasn't expecting it, but I promise you, you will find that actually you're not very hungry, that your cravings are subsided, that it's actually not a big deal to not want to eat anything later in the evening because you've had enough during the day. Please try it out. I promise you, it's a game changer. But if, say, you are having enough throughout the day and it's not a physical hunger that's driving you to overeat at night, maybe it's something else deeper within. Maybe it's an emotional hunger. And so I encourage you to ask yourself, this is one of the biggest questions I encourage all of my clients to ask all of the time. But if you find that you're reaching for food and you know you're not physically hungry, what do you really need right now? A lot of times we tend to reach for food to fulfill needs when we're feeling just empty inside, right? Or we're having stress, or we're feeling overwhelmed, or maybe we're feeling rejected, or maybe we're feeling inadequate. I want you to really think about, what are those feelings? Can you articulate those feelings? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling bored? Are you feeling fear of rejection? What is it that is going on? And a lot of times we're turning to food to try and fulfill a need, to try and feel like we're enough, or to try and avoid something, or feeling something, or numb something, or distract. What do you really need? And then I would encourage you to think of things that you could do other than turning to food. Do you need to call a friend? Do you need to go for a walk? Do you need to journal it out and really come to terms with what it is you're feeling? Do you just need to brain dump all of the things that you didn't get done that are still on your to-do list, but now at least it's on a piece of paper, right? And then you can organize it from there. What is it? Is it a bubble bath? Which kind of brings me to my last point. If it's really late at night, and let's say that you're not physically hungry, and let's say that it's not an emotional hunger, maybe it's you subconsciously trying to get energy. Maybe you're still trying to get at it. Maybe you still have a project that is due in the morning, you're freaking out and you need to get it done. Maybe you've got, you're studying, you've got an exam the next day. I don't know, but maybe you feel like you need to stay awake so that you can finish whatever task you're working on. And then, if that's the case, I encourage you to take a moment and be honest with yourself and accept that the day is done and that the very best thing you could do is go to bed. Give yourself a bedtime and get ready for bed. Start unwinding. That's why I go for a walk after dinner every night. It gets me away from the kitchen, but it also is my cue that it's time to start getting ready for bed. It's time to start unwinding. Wash your face, take a hot shower, a hot bath, brush your teeth, and start putting yourself to bed. Because I promise you, if we're not getting enough sleep, if we're not getting that 7 to 9 hours of sleep, our hunger hormones are whacked, right? So we're actually ghrelin, our hunger hormone is way increased. So we're constantly hungry, even if it's not like real physical hunger. And leptin, our satiety hormone, is plunging. So we feel like a bottomless pit. And we think that it's all about food, or we think about it's willpower, or that it's us and we're undisciplined or blah. And honestly, you might just need to go to bed and get a full night's rest. And that's okay. The day is done. There's nothing more you can do. If you keep trying to push through, it's unlikely that you're actually going to finish anything, that you're actually going to be productive. You're going to end up overeating because you need stimulus, you need energy, and you're not helping your brain any. You're not helping you problem solve anything for the next day anyway. So I really encourage you, if that's the case, brain dump, put it all down, and save it for tomorrow. Accept that the day is done and go to bed. And my final tip, if it is something like a bonus tip here, if you find that you're just kind of in a habit, a lot of people, right when they come home, the first place they go is the refrigerator. I've been like this since I was a kid, right? I'd get home from school, the first place I went was the refrigerator to get my afternoon snack. And a lot of times we carry on that habit as adults. So if you find that you're coming home from work and you're not even thinking about dinner, you're just like stuffing your face, I really encourage you to change that habit, to change that routine, to instead maybe the first thing you do is go and change into comfy clothing instead of going right into the refrigerator. Or maybe you come home and you shower right away. Shower, and then you can come and make a more conscious decision when you're done. But try and think about how you can interrupt that pattern. Again, go for a walk. Come home, take the dog for a walk. Take yourself for a walk. All good things. Anyway, guys, these are my tips and tricks and habits and strategies to help you not feel so out of control when it comes to late night cravings or snacks or whatever else. If you found any of these tips helpful, please be sure to give this video a like. It does wonders for this channel. Also, be sure to share this with somebody who you think may also benefit. And be sure to subscribe. Again, guys, coming out with stuff like this every single week. And other than that, guys, may you be happy, healthy, and fulfilled. Mwah.